If you are having challenges navigating the tax terrain of Lagos State, you've come to the right place. This is a Tax Talk, a show dedicated to breaking down the intricacies and nitty-gritty of tax administration in Lagos State. My name is Oyinlola Sale, and I'll be your host for the duration of the show. In case you are unaware of our social media handles, just keep your eyes glued to the screen as we always display them throughout the course of the show. Let's kick things off with business news.
This is business news. In a decisive move demonstrating the judicious use of taxpayers' money, Governor Sanwo-Olu has announced an ambitious statewide infrastructure plan during the unveiling of the newly completed network of roads in Badagry Local Government Area and Olorunda Local Council Development Area. The development of the Badagry roads is a testament to the administration's commitment to revitalizing critical infrastructure. By prioritizing key areas, the government aims to facilitate better connectivity and stimulate economic growth across Lagos State. Addressing residents during the event, the governor commended them for their support in the last local government election and restated the administration's commitment to grassroots development. Sanwo-Olu explained that the administration remained committed to ensuring all areas of Lagos benefit from development. The inaugurated roads include Summer Akundayo, Toga Road, and Hospital Road, both aimed at improving interconnectivity and supporting tourism around historic landmarks such as the General Hospital, Agia Tree Monument, and Slave Trade Relic Town Hall. And that's it on Business News.
Welcome back. Today's edition of the Tax Talk is a corporate talk variant. What that simply means is that we take the time to tackle a particular topic with the aid of a player in that field. Today, we'll be talking to Mr. SEGUN TIJANI, who is the Assistant Director, High Net Worth Individuals, LIRS. He is on hand to help us understand tax strategies for high net worth individuals. We'll be looking mainly at compliance and economic impact. What do these group of individuals need to know? What are their obligations and how can the best be gotten out of them as far as taxes are concerned? These are questions we hope to get answers for from our guest today, Mr. SEGUN TIJANI. You're welcome to the Tax Talk.
Thank you very much, Oyinlola.
And you're looking good.
Thank you.
Looking good to go, ready to kickstart this conversation right here on the Corporate Talk today. The issue of how taxation works when it comes to high net worth individuals is something I am always curious about. Can you give us an overview of how LRS defines a high net worth individual, HNWI, for tax purposes?
Thank you very much, Oyin. See, high net worth individuals are a class of citizens resident in the state that we may look at from our general perception as somebody of means, maybe an aristocrat as the case may be, somebody that lives a luxurious life. And there are certain societal typification of who an high net worth individual is. However, and for purposes of taxation, LRS will classify this set of individuals and will try to define them as, a professional or an entrepreneur, owner of business, or a person of means or influence within the society. It could be a manager of investment assets from which taxes are, generated, and these taxes could come in the form of dividend income, interest income, royalty, rents, and other income, so to say. This set of people could also earn employment income as other means of generating wealth. They are a major focus in the high net worth individuals unit.
What are the key income tax obligations that HNWIs should be aware of?
The ground norm for tax payment is the Personal Income Tax Act. And by the Act, there are specifications for different types of income and the way they are treated. However, for the purpose of paying your income tax, all income from different sources are what you are expected to file within this period up until the March 31st of this year. You have your personal income, which could be gain or profit from business or profession or vocation, as the case may be. This will be subjected to direct assessment. We have the capital gains tax on chargeable assets. There is withholding taxes that are charged on transactions involving individuals, and these transactions come in different forms. It could be professional services where an individual render professional services. There's a charge on that. It could be contracts, it could be commission or contract I said earlier, and it could be commission as well. These are what it's referred to as a prepaid form of tax. Then there is also stamp duty, which is on dutiable documents involving individuals. All of these are different sources of income to which an high net worth and by extension, taxpayers are expected to file their returns, and provisions are made on the e-tax platform for you to be able to go through all of this process while you are engaging in filing of your income.
Mr. Tijani, I just love the way the e-tax platform has made it very easy in terms of filing your annual tax returns. I just love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
What are some of the most common challenges LRS faces with high net worth individuals in Lagos State?
The challenges are numerous, and of course, we are reaching out because identifying who is an high net worth is something that we are daily, confronted with, and we try to segment and differentiate who an high net worth individuals are. And the major area is in terms of income. However, the challenge is majorly is in people coming forward to voluntarily, register, because for you to pay tax, you must first have your unique identifier. And your unique identifier for purposes of payment of tax in Lagos State is the payer ID. And the medium through which you can do this is on the e-tax platform. You first must register yourself, and certain personal details are required. You need to supply your name, your date of birth, your phone number, BVN or NIN, as the case may be. Then you generate a unique identifier. Upon registration, then you go towards filing of your returns. So the challenge in filing of returns is that people sometimes seldom or often file very late. Many also do not file their total or through income, because taxes are charged on total income from all sources, which it means that you are not only paying what you earn in Nigeria, but all over the world. That's your global income, is what you are expected to file your returns on. And equally, support the filing with necessary documents. Because in fact, Section 52 of the Personal Income Tax Act make provisions for every income earner to keep a book of accounts. So from this, you are expected to, file a statement of income and also with some supporting documents on the e-tax platform. These are some of the major challenges. Then also, upon filing returns, the LRS go to work, will raise assessment, then comes, payment.
How does LRS ensure that high net worth individuals fully disclose their income sources, especially when dealing with offshore investments and assets?
I must say that there is a global challenge in the area of people not filing or disclosing their true or total income, especially in the case of Nigeria, where we have in tax havens, people are employing this opportunity. However, we must also know that LRS, and by extension, all the state internal revenue services are subnationals. We have, the federal government, to which we have who are signatories to bilateral and multilateral treaties, protocols, and what have you. All of these are aimed towards enabling a functional tax environment. So to this extent, we are in collaboration with other agencies of government to get substantial financial information of Nigerians who are, by extension, having income outside of the shores of Nigeria. However, this is an ongoing process. So we have the likes of the Joint Tax Board and the Federal Inland Revenue Services who supply information, for this. And also the tax law mandates the banks, to supply financial information. So when there is a need for it, we can actually request for financial information aside their reporting obligation of new taxpayers, whenever they come in. And by extension, also the Personal Income Tax Act make provision for registrars of companies and the rest, and the stock market also to provide information on earnings, dividends, and whatever of, individuals within the state or Nigeria by extension.
Can you walk us through the disclosure process for high net worth individuals who may have previously underreported their income?
I want to go back to the past 3, 4, 5 years when the federal government, came up with the VAT scheme, I would say, where people were encouraged to voluntarily declare their undeclared assets for purposes of tax payment. And there were opportunities that came with that program where interest and penalties were waived for those that voluntarily come forward, because the cost of litigation sometimes may be higher than even the tax to collect. And, we are in the age where voluntary participation in governance is encouraged. So I would say that we still open our doors to those who voluntarily want to pay their tax. And there are instances, there are cases also of people that still come forward. We have the elderly sometimes that feel, at this stage of my life, I've enjoyed the benefit of being a citizen and I've seen the good thing that the tax money is doing within the environment. I want to come forward and declare my past income that was not subjected to tax. So we see cases like this from time to time, but what we do more is to encourage people to voluntarily, file their income, true and honest income, because that's a civic obligation of every citizen. You don't even need to be prompted before doing this. But however, understanding what constitutes income also is a cultural thing. And we are trying to bridge that gap by ensuring that within the high net worth individual unit, account officers are allocated to every taxpayer. And these account officers are more like a relationship person. They interact, they inform, enlighten, and educate wherever the case may be. And this is one of the salient features of what we do. And now we encourage people to come forward. We provide information, we open our doors, and we ensure that the best of services are rendered to this set and category of taxpayers.
Mr. Tijani, I have digested everything you have said so far, and I would have really loved to actually ask more questions. But right now, we need to go on a quick break, and the conversation will continue when we get back.
Thank you very much.
Sure. The Assistant Director, High Net Worth Individuals LRS, Mr. SEGUN TIJANI, is still with us in the studio. When we get back from this break, I'm sure you will still be here.
Have you had a hard time with taxes and understanding tax administration in Lagos State and the complex nature of Nigerian tax law? Do you know what agency or tier of government collects the various types of taxes? Have you ever found yourself asking any of these questions? Join us for your favorite program, The Tax Talk, your infotainment program.
Thank Thank you for staying with us on the Tax Talk today. Your company is much appreciated. If you're just joining, we have Mr. SEGUN TIJANI, who is the Assistant Director, High Net Worth Individuals, LRS, here with us on Corporate Talk. We are discussing tax strategies for high net worth individuals, compliance, and economic impact. What strategies can the high net worth individuals legally adopt to ensure compliance while optimizing their tax obligations?
The high net worth individuals are the set of niche taxpayers that we focus more on. And we all know from the simple economics statement of what we call the 80-20 Pareto principle, where the 80% or the 20% provide the 80% of the revenue. So, and the high net worth falls into this category. And there are certain features of this set of people. They are the top executives, the busy businessman, and the high-flying jet set of individuals who are very busy. Their lifestyle is such walking around 24 hours and so. So for such set of people, having the time sometimes to sit down to do all what is required with regards to filing might be a bit cumbersome, and that way we encourage such set of individuals also they could have their PAs to do this on their behalf, and that's the reason why our e-tax platform is very user-friendly, and you can easily do whatever. And sometimes also they have their consultants doing this on their behalf, But what is important is at every stage of the process, you must provide necessary backup documents to support whatever the filing you are making,
Well, let's take a look at collaboration. How does LRS collaborate with tax professionals and financial advisors to encourage proper tax planning among high net worth individuals?
Well, within the tax arena, we have what we call stakeholders. And in this, we're talking about the taxpayers, the consultants, the professionals who are the courts, all of these set of people come together to, relate in relation to tax payments. And for consultants, they are professionals by their leaning, and as such, integrity, best practices are watchword. We relate with them and encourage them to, represent their taxpayers. Most often than not, we don't even go after the taxpayers. We talk to the consultants on behalf of the taxpayers. We avail them of information, and we request equally information with regards to whatever the taxpayer may have not done right. This is how we have been going about it. And importantly also, LRS as an agency, and being that our mother association is the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, and for you to practice as a tax consultant, you're either a member of any of the professional bodies certified by CITN, you may be a chartered accountant. So the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, the Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, and other professional bodies are well represented. And from time to time, we do organize symposium, seminar, workshop, and you find LRS visible also in some of the activities within the state. These are all geared towards, encouraging people to see that with tax payment, everybody will have a share of the benefits of that set of activities. But particularly with HNIs, that's high net worth individuals, we have tailored and measured activities through which we engage and collaborate with them.
What trends are shaping the future of high net worth individuals' taxation in Lagos State and Nigeria as a whole?
Let me start by saying that, because the economic outlook of the nation is also of a major concern and interest to us as an agency, and we study and see the demographics. If you look at the way Nigeria is evolving and coming from the recent rebasing of the GDP of Nigeria, you see that some either to sectors that were not really of major interest are the largest contributor to the GDP. For instance, when you look at the real estate sector, the real estate sector has become a major contributor in that regard. And coming to demographics, you know, Nigeria has the youth in Nigeria forms the highest age bracket within the economy, and their tastes, their interest and passion are of concern. And when you look at it, there's a trend in the IT world. You have a whole lot of Nigerians that are into all the cyber-related activities that are, you know, in the information technology stage. Many of these people are earning in the highest or the toppest income band you could imagine, and their income is not only you know, strictly in naira. Some are foreign income. We have the Afrobeat, because I recall growing up, all we do is we go to disco and the rest, you know, we listen to foreign sounds and music. But today, you know, Afrobeat has invariably conquered the world.
Yes.
And when we talk of Afrobeat, you know, many we identify the musician, and that's just who we know. But however, you know, behind the musician are a whole lot of individuals that are doing one or two things to set up and ensure that, you know, a good outcome of the product that's the musician is. So all of this set of people are equally, you know, their income is related to the output. That is what the whoever the musician is. So we have a whole lot of people that are emerging, who are trendsetters, they are jet setters, and they live, you know, by lifestyle. You know that they are earning well enough. Some of these and all of them are equally qualify as HNI. They are actually people of interest, and we are taking a very interesting view of them. Not to forget that fintech is one
Another
that is seriously catching up, you know, and Nigerians, we're just an endowed and
blessed,
you know, blessed set of people. But be that as it may, you know, when you make money, when you earn income, my job is to ensure that you do the needful. So we are reaching out to all of these sets of emerging, you know, high net worth, you know, in quote, high net worth perceived income-related industries.
Before you go, sir, what final message would you like to share with high net worth individuals regarding their tax obligations and the benefits of full compliance?
I want to first use this moment to thank and appreciate all the complying taxpayers, but more especially the high net worth individuals that have constantly filed and paid their taxes over the years. They made our job easy for us, and also using this moment also to encourage every other potential high net worth individuals out there to join the fray by registering on the e-tax platform, provide all the necessary documents, and pay their tax. You can reach us on our customer service line of 0700 2255 5477, and also the e-tax to file and pay your taxes.
Mr. Tijani, that's practically all we can take today on Corporate Talk. Thank you for coming on the show. And of course, we wish you all the best. We hope to see you again.
Thank you very much, Oyin. My pleasure.
That's it for Corporate Talk, a segment on the Tax Talk dedicated to clarifying tax-centric issues relevant to Lagos State by posing questions to the experts in the field. Our capable guest, Mr. SEGUN TIJANI, The Assistant Director, High Net Worth Individuals, LRS, has helped with valuable insights on the strategies employed when it comes to high net worth individuals. The Tax Talk continually aims to upgrade your tax administration knowledge just to make things a little easier for you in Lagos State. Your continued viewership means the world to us, and we hope you continue joining up with us every week. My name is Oyinlola Saleh, and I hope to see you next week.